Disclaimer. Well, since my wife has a big mouth behind my back, I think she deserves a little punishment.
Inside my own world of make-believe, kids screaming
Taehyung's
in
unexpected
the
move wasn't a psychotic
cradles,
harsh love. Instead, his large hand shook
profanities.
forward, his finger time right into her
I
sensitive side. Fine.
ignored
No,
the
please.
lies covered in ink.
Fine, Taehyung, please stop.
Cross
Taehyung, so will
out
you
the
badmouth me
ones
again?
heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything.
Why? No,
Fire
no, please. I promise.
spreading
Taehyung,
all
please stop. My
around
stomach
my
is
room.
paining.
My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Taehyung could say another word to his fainting wife. His phone began to ring loudly as his pocket. He pulled out, glancing at the caller ID. It was Jimin. Taehyung, speak. Taehyung, I'm coming. He hung up the call in the blink of an eye. The playful teasing husband vanished. His dark old mouth snapped back into place.
Take my eyes
Wine became walking downstairs to get a glass of water. She reached the main floor. She noticed a flurry of unusual activities. Several heading army guards were hurrying down to the hallway. Wine, Miss Day, why is everyone in such a hurry? What is going on down there? Just wait. Master Singh has caught Vikram and his daughter. They have just been brought to the basement. Wine, her eyes widened in pure horror, the color draining entirely from her face. Her heart began to hammer violently against her ribs. If Vikram was here, what about her mother and little brother? They were held capacitive chemical strips. Just wait, Madam Wine, wait. You couldn't go there and down there. Please stop.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe.
I stopped right
But
there, ma'am.
that's
You couldn't go
alright.
inside. Wine, please let me go inside. I want to know about my brother, my mother. Please move. Guards continued to argue with her gently but firmly, pushing her back. Suddenly, the heavy iron door clicked open. Things stepped out with dark. His face was a mask of pure material, strange. His dark eyebrows holding a terrifying voice strong. However, the moment his darkened eyes landed on Wine, without a word, he marched forward, his large hand wrapping securely around her delicate arm. He practically dragged her away from the basement and into the quiet. Wine, saying, where is my mother, my brother? Did you see them? They were in Vikram's mansion. Please don't harm them. They did nothing wrong. Damn, one claim down. They are safe. They are coming here soon, but you don't ever go near the basement again. Do you understand? Wine, really, they are safe. Are they coming here soon? Bring them in. Guards right away, boss. Wine's mother, my precious wine. Wine, mom, brother. Brother, sister. Wine, are you safe? Thank God you are okay.
Just tripping on day dreams, got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just
Wine's
run
mother,
around
we
the
are perfectly
nursery
fine,
and
sweet.
count sheep.
Wine's mother, thank you so much, son. It wasn't for you. I don't know what that monster would have done to us. Damn. You don't need to thank me, mother. It's my duty to protect Wine's family. You are super strong, big brother. Your guards went few and say like real superhero. You are best. Damn. I'm glad you liked it, little man. Wine, you don't ever have to worry again, Wine. I will make sure your mother and your brother are always safe and given the absolute best care. Wine, there's no need, Damji. Damn, what do you mean? Wine, I want to go back to the village with my mother and brother. I will stay there with them from now on. Your revenging us Vikram is complete now, so can I leave? Damn, what did you just say? Wine, I just want to stay with my family. I want to go home with them. And you are not going anywhere. If your mother and brother want to stay, they can stay here in the mansion permanently. But if they choose to leave, they will leave. And you wouldn't leave even if you tried, man. You are my wife. Wine, yes. Wine, I couldn't stay in this dangerous mafia world. I find a way to leave this with my mother. Wan's mother and little brother had decided it was time to go back to their peaceful village. Thanks to his word, he had arranged amazing flawlessly luxurious SUVs, heavily armed guards for their. And mom, please take me with you. I want to come home. Don't leave me here in this place. Wan's mother, I cannot do that. Wan, you are a married woman now. Your place is besides your husband. Fine, but mom, he's scary. Wan's mother, Taehyung may be a little aggressive and his world is different from ours, but he protects us when no one else could. He is the best husband for you. Wan, goodbye, mom. Anne was curled up in a small bowl on a massive king-size bed in their bedroom, sobbing bitterly into the pillow. The massive mansion felt so empty and cold without her little brother's giggle and mother's warmth. She felt so lonely and damn, she needs time to get over this feeling. If I yell now, she will only fear me more. And I'm not staying here. I had managed to do the impossible, slipping past the heavy armed guards during their brief shift in at the garden gate. She ran out of the massive iron door of the mansion. When she gasped, started stumbling backward as everybody guns step out, completely surrounding her. Ravi, well, look what the cat dragged out of the golden cage. Ravi, my father is locked in a basement because of your dear husband. I have heard the great mafia boss actually loves his timid innocent wife. Image his face when he finds out I took his most precious treasure. Wounds, ah, my eyes. Ravi, you useless idiots, don't let her get away, catch her. Taehyung, speak. Edgar, boss, Mrs. Kim is she's missing. She told us she wanted to take a walk in the private garden, but she's not there. The gates were bypassed. Damn, you lost my wife. Locked down the entire city, sent every man. One, she slammed both hands over her mouth to muffle her heavy, terrified feeling, pressing her trembling back against the thick. Ravi, come out. Where are you, little bird? There is nowhere left to run. If you come out now, I might show you some mercy, but if I have to find you, I wouldn't be so gentle. Ravi, found you. Taehyung, take your hands off my wife. And then she gasped, falling to her knees, completely overwhelmed by her relief at sight of her husband's board protected back standing right front in her like a human shield. And you dare to hunt what belongs to me. Now you will beg for mercy I do not have. And take them away. Lock them in the deepest underground shell where they will never see the light of the day. No one touch what's mine and gets away with it. Guards, consider it done, boss. Finally turned around, his eyes completely dark with raging storms, looked into Wan. She was standing on the dirty floor, trembling wildly, her face stained with tears and dust when his intense imitating gaze fell on her. Wine. A sharp, painful gasp exhaled her lips as soon as her foot pressed against the constrained floor. Trembled, almost falling to her knees, Taehyung frozen instantly, his firm grip on her wrist loosened the binding range and his eyes flickered quickly, replaced by a sudden flash of intense corner, and he looked down. Taehyung stared at her injured feet. His Java clan saw hard a muscle tricked in his cheek without saying a single word. He bent down, hooked one thick arm under her knee and the other around her back. And then gasped softly, wrapping her trembling arms around his neck on pure instinct, blurring her face into his shoulder. As soon as they arrived at the mansion, they didn't let her walk. He carried her to the grand double doors, the guards, and made immediately blow their head, terrified by the dark, tormenting aura radiating from their boss. Then first it get now. Made his paw. And sit frozen. She was scared of his silent anger that she couldn't stop shaking. She looked up at his dangerous sharp jaw and his messy hand, the cold fire still burning in his dark eyes. And she held him, her tiny hands gripping the fabric of his shirt tightly. Then paused his movement for a second. While I'm sorry. I want my mother. I don't know where people were out there. Please don't be angry with me. Taehyung, shut up. Do not speak a single word to me right now, Wyan. Just shut up. Taehyung was fighting a massive war. His mind was dripping the image of every corner in her thought of what could have happened if he was 5 minutes late made his blood boil. He wanted to yell at her. He looked at her sitting on his lap, so small, trembling, her innocent eyes wide, like clenching his shirt like he was the only lifeline force he passed through the sound. She was already terminalized by the outside world. Damn. There will be consequence for this, my innocent device. He earned the price of trying to run away from me, but not today. Today is just got to be safe.